Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mikey Report for July 28th, 2010. Glad you can be with us here in our Mikey Report studios. And we have a lot to cover for you. Our biggest thing is not the BP oil spill, finally, for a change. Even though the oil slick appears to be vanishing pretty quickly. Our main story is actually the Arizona immigration law. Just a few hours before the law would go into effect at 12:01 a.m., a federal judge stepped into this Arizona immigration wrestling ring and blocked the heart of the measure and defusing a confrontation between police and thousands of activists on this issue. The ruling sets up a long legal battle that could reach the Supreme Court. Judge Susan Bolton delayed provisions that require immigrants to carry their papers and banned illegal immigrants from soliciting employment in public places that primarily deals with day laborers. She also blocked officers from making warrantless arrests of suspected illegals for crimes that could lead to deportation. So that's going to be a pretty crazy battle in the next few months. There are some measures that are going to be enforced, but not many that are not these measures that were mentioned tonight. We don't have, like I said, much to talk about in the BP front, but we do have some local news to talk about, including the Northeast. The latest unemployment rates have come out for Northeast Pennsylvania, which is still the highest in the state of Pennsylvania. It did drop, though. It's down to 10.2% in June, which is tied with the Johnstown area, but it is still the highest, with the second highest being 9.7% in Williamsport, Erie, and the Allentown areas, and the lowest being 6.5% in State College. And another big thing is in the sports business world, the Lackawanna County Commissioners, Mike Washoe and Corey O'Brien, are refusing to are saying no to making repairs to the home of Scranton Wilkes-Barre Yankees PNC Field, which PNC Field is led by the Multipurpose Stadium Authority. Now, renovations could cost up to $40 million, according to Mr. O'Brien. O'Brien and Washoe publicly opposed the Yankees, owned by Mandalay Baseball Properties. I don't know why I say Mandalay Bay. I'm thinking casino and whatnot. For the Yankees to purchase the franchise from the county Stadium Authority. Yankees have the right to buy the AAA team for $13 million. So we're going to see what is to come in that front. And to cover the rest of the business news, stocks dropped after a downcast Federal Reserve report from Bernanke, stating that the economic recovery is slowing in some parts of the country. The Dow was down 40 points, going down to 10,498. The Nasdaq down 23 and change to 2264, and the S&P 500 down 7 3/4 to 1106. In weather, I was actually, if things went well, I will turned it over to our good buddy Josh Walters. But him and sportscaster Tim Lateef were unable to be here, so Discussion Zone also will be postponed till tomorrow. I just received word from Tim Lateef that they will be available tomorrow, and we also will have some other coverage as well. But weather for this evening for today was hazy, hot, and humid. Currently feeling like 86 degrees, even though it is 82. Under clear skies, up in Mount Cobb it is 75 degrees, and in Philly it is 82 degrees. Looking at the 10-day forecast for down here in the Philly metro area, we are seeing potentially going to see isolated thunderstorms and scattered thunderstorms through the next through tonight and tomorrow. Tomorrow 89 degrees for the high. Friday we're looking at 84 degrees and sunny skies with a cool down. Saturday the 31st, partly cloudy skies, 84 degrees. Sunday, scattered thunderstorms, another cool down, 75 degrees, and then temperature goes up on Monday the 2nd to 83 degrees. There's also scattered thunderstorms in the forecast for that day as well. Tuesday the 3rd, mostly sunny, 82 degrees. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are isolated scattered thunderstorms, 87 to 88 degrees on any of those 3 given days. Pollen forecast is high in this area, so definitely be careful. Today's high was 90 degrees in the around the Phoenixville, Philly area. Currently, actually 74 degrees up in Mount Cobb. And we will actually check the high temperature, which was 85 degrees. Currently, it feels like 74 degrees up there. Looking at a low tonight of 64 degrees, scattered thunderstorms, isolated thunderstorms possible tomorrow, 81 degrees. Looking at the 10-day forecast for the area, Fridays and Saturday, we're looking at sunny skies and cool temperatures, 75 to 76 degrees. Sunday, we're looking at a pretty low temperature, 67 degrees. Scattered thunderstorms possible. Monday the 2nd, isolated thunderstorms, 75 degrees. 78 degrees. Climbing. Tuesday, partly cloudy skies. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, humidity pours it on as showers are possible. 80 to 81 degrees respectively. And to conclude tonight's action, we are going to be covering the baseball action right now, and it has been a crazy baseball day to day. We got a game that's still going on in progress right now. AL games are all final. Minnesota, the Twins beat the Royals 6-4. Delman Young and picked up his 14th home run. 26 hits between both teams. But that's not the highest hit total, as we got another game that's still going on that has 28. Boston beats the Angels 7-3. Beckett with his 2nd win of the year. Bill Hall, Adrian Beltre, Kevin Youkilis, and Marco Scudero all homered for the Red Sox. Yankees shut out Cleveland 8-0. A.J. Burnett improves to 9-8, and Fausto Carmona goes to 10-8. Robinson Cano with his 19th homer. All Yankee runs were scored in the first 4 innings. Blue Jays beat Baltimore 5-0. Jeremy Guthrie drops to 4-11. Baltimore is 39 games under 500, while Overbay with his 12th homer. Rays beat the Tigers 7-4. Rafael Soriano picks up his 28th save, and Rays and the Red Sox keep pace with the Yankees. A's beat the Rangers 3-1. Kurt Suzuki with his 12th homer. White Sox beat the Mariners 6-5. Sean Figgins, former Angel, his first home run of the year. Paul Konerko, stellar year this year, 24th home run. And let me see, what is the... We got the Phillies beating the... Doc Holliday picks up his 12th win, 221 average. Edwin Jackson, who had a no-hitter, no-hitter Jackson versus perfect game Holliday. Holliday gets the better of Jackson, 7-1 the final. Nationals drop another one to the Braves, 3-1. Tim Hudson, his 11th win. Billy Wagner, his 23rd save. Giants nudge out the Marlins an extra 10-9. I think Torres with a walk-off single, and he also had a home run. Reds beat the Brewers 10-2. Brandon Phillips and Joey Votto. Joey Votto, 26th home run of the year. El Caballo Carlos Lee, 2 home runs, having the Astros beat the Cubs 8-1. Dodgers leading Padres right now in bottom of the 5th. Pirates over the Rockies 6-2. Garrett Jones with 2 home runs. And the stellar game that I was mentioning, 28 hits, 14 runs combined, 7-7 in the top of the 13th. Cardinals and Mets. Other headlines: Strasburg might miss a couple days due to that inflamed shoulder, pitching shoulder. Dodgers traded off 2 minor leaguers, including their top catching prospect for Scott Posegnick of Royal, and Antonio Gates of the Chargers. San Diego Chargers agrees to a 5-year extension and for this upcoming football season. And of course, like I said, discussion zone will be tomorrow, and that will include Tim Lateef and Josh Walters, along with myself and maybe some other person I do not know yet. And we will be discussing the NFL season and what fantasy players can make a huge impact on your fantasy roster, and what you need to pick up on your fantasy draft board for this upcoming draft period, if you haven't drafted yet. I know the my draft is not until August. So that's it for the Mikey Report for July 28th, 2010. We will be back tomorrow night with more news, weather, and sports, including one of the best we'll be covering the Valley Forge Summer League Championship game in sports, and also what our weather patterns hold, and is there any tropical update? We'll actually check that out as well, and will that have any impact on the Gulf oil spill, as well as what is going on in the news world, Arizona's immigration law, BP oil spill, and local news. If you would like your town's local news or weather mentioned, please comment to us, and we can easily get the info for you, and your town can be a part of the Mikey Report just easily. You can either comment it on underneath the video, or you can go onto my Facebook page, facebook.com/RevMikeyEdwards. That is facebook.com/RevMikeyEdwards. And